Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my hungry athletes worldwide. This is your coach Chaz coming to you live. If you're not already subscribed to the podcast, go ahead and subscribe at YouTube. You can find me Hungry Athlete Podcast or on Apple Podcasts. Same thing, Hungry Athlete, Coach Chaz. Wherever you're finding this, I hope you're already subscribed. Press like on the video if you're not already, if you're on the YouTube. But let me just get right into this video. Would you survive the Squid Games? And if you're not already hip to what the Squid Games are, if you're not on Netflix, if you don't know what the Squid Games are by any chance, it's okay. I won't spoil anything. Just after this video, take some time to watch one episode, just one episode, and then you'll get hooked. It's a one episode series. I mean, it's a one season series. It's from Korea, so it's not a American Netflix film. So you will get a little bit of international. I heed that you watch it in the original, the voice actors, with the original voicing, because just watch the original. If you had to watch with subtitles, that's cool. But basically, to give you the gist of this game, the Squid Games are a bunch of child games. And with these childhood games, it comes with a little twist. And with this twist, I think you already know what the twist is if you've already seen it or if you've heard about it, but I won't spoil that twist. If you lose, you might not be around for so long. So in these Squid Games, the first game, and this isn't too much of a spoiler because everybody's spoiling, the first game is red light, green light. And that's a simple childhood game. All you gotta do is just stop when the person says red light or when the person is done saying red light. You have to pay attention. These are childhood games. And so the point of this podcast is, do you have that childlike spirit? Can you listen when instructions are being told to you, even if they are the simplest of instructions? Say somebody's like, yo, I need you to clean this on the beginning of your shift, and I need you to put these umbrellas inside. And I'm speaking from personal experience. I just recently started a security job where, I just gotta do some simple things, walk in, check people's IDs. When a certain time comes, just clean up around, help people out. Just help people out. Simple things. When you are given instructions, are you going to listen? Or when it starts to get real, are you going to run to the back and say, nah, I don't want to play this no more. I don't want to do this anymore. But the instructions were told to you from the jump. If you listen to the instructions that you're being told from the jump, and listen carefully, because sometimes people always add subtext to what you have to do. Remember that. People usually have a little subtext to what they ask you to do. And so if you're unclear as to the instructions that you have to do, say you're at a new job, say you're with a new person, say you have a workout to do, these things, make sure you're listening to the people from jump. Make sure you're listening to the concise instructions that these people are giving you. Sometimes people don't need you to go at the bar and do what the bartender does. People don't need you to go on runs and do all these things. Maybe all you have to do is just sit at a door and let people in or not let people in. It can be as simple as that. And so if you're not listening to instructions in the places that you're at, how can you do what you want to do? How can you listen to the instructions from God? How can you listen to the instructions from your heart? You can't even trust the words that are coming out of somebody else's mouth. Or you can't even trust your own direction that you can do the activity that somebody has given you to do. Believe in yourself. Believe what you hear. Believe what you hear. People will tell you what they want. People will tell you what they want. Whether it's through the way they speak, their body language, and all these things. You gotta listen. You gotta listen to the instructions that you're being told. Because if you're not going to listen to the instructions that you're being told, you're going to be in the bottom half. You will be the back half of the people that are being pushed around, people that are being forced to do jobs that they don't want to do because they can't listen to simple instructions. How can you do the hard things if you can't do the simple things? How can you lead people if you can't even listen to instructions from your own boss? How can you be a boss and you don't even understand what the boss is going through? You get mad at your boss because they telling you what to do. They're trying to run a company. They're trying to run a business. They're trying to manage your group. And you're like, no, I'm going to do what I want to do. I know it best. And shoot, you might know it best, but take your time. Take your time and listen to the instructions. You got to get past the first round. You have to get past the first round. And my next point, and this is where I'm not going to say anything about the games because who knows? You might not have watched this. But can you trust your people? Can you trust your personnel? Can you trust the people that you have put around you? Not your parents, not your friends, the people that you choose to place around you, whether they're your peers, your classmates, your people from around the block, your people that you met from the gym. Can you trust those folks? An even better question, can they trust you? Do you do trustworthy things for your people? And do you listen to the people around you and trust them when they're speaking or when they need your help? Because you can get some serious information. You can get a serious connect. Say your friend's a videographer and, they're shooting in Hollywood and they need a videographer with no experience. They just want somebody. They just need bodies. Are you going to put them on? Are you going to tell them about the opportunity? Say your friend needs a job. Say your friend needs help. Say your friend wants to lose some weight. Are you going to put yourself in a position to help them out so that they can trust you more? You got to put yourself out there. That's the first part of trust. You got to put yourself out there. And I tell my friends this too. When it comes to love, there will be hate. And so if you don't give yourself the chance, if you don't give yourself the opportunity, if you're scared to be hated more than loved, then you're just going to fumble through life because you have to give love first. You got to give love first. You got to lead with love. You got to lead with trust. Be open and honest with your people. If you can help somebody out with their aims or their health, help them out. Do what you got to do so that your people around you can succeed too. You want your people around you to succeed also. It's lonely at the top. I'm going to tell you. Drake talks about it all the time. Jay-Z talks about it all the time. It's lonely at the top. They say they don't want friends. People don't understand them. Can you imagine getting to that point without your people? Why not lift as we climb? Lift as we climb. Can your people trust you? And can you trust your people? Understand this. Because when it gets down to level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, when things get hard and it gets push comes to shove and, you don't want to be the person that's pushing somebody to the side so you can win. You shouldn't be stepping over bodies so you can win. You should be lifting people up, helping people out. We're not in this alone. This isn't a fight to the top. Anybody who's tried to fight to the top, you know where they're at? They're in the dirt because that's what happens. Why not, instead of being so selfish and just focusing on our survival, why don't we help each other out and survive? That's the thing. That's the game. That's the main game. They want to see us fight. They want to see us fighting for the money. They want to see us fighting for with the house, the championship. They want to see us fight. They want to see us conflict. The people with the money, that's everywhere. Super Bowls, NBA championships, the Olympics. They want to see us fight. They want to see what we got. And so why not do it as a team? Why not come together as a team and win? Come together as a team and win, because I want you to know in this life, there's going to be winners. There's going to be losers. There's going to be people that's hated. There's going to be people that's loved. There's going to be chaos. Sometimes there's going to be balance. But that's life. We have that. We have the dichotomy. We have the range to go anywhere. And so make that choice. Tip the scale towards love. But it doesn't need to be a balance of love and hate. Tip the scale towards love. Be more actively loving. You know, people aren't naturally haters. You learn that shit. And if you can learn to love your people more, to trust your people more, to listen to simple instructions and help people out along the way as you're grinding, as you're hurting, as you're loving, as you're in your good spirits, help people out. So think about this. In your first preliminary levels, can you listen to simple instructions? When you're given simple tasks, can you listen to those simple tasks and do them as you need to? I.e., do your dishes after you eat. You know, clean up after yourself. You know, wash yourself. Help people out. Are you doing those simple things in your day? And can your people trust you? And are you putting yourself in a position so that your people can trust you more? And listen to this. Do you trust your people? Do you trust your people? Think about that. It's okay. If you don't trust your people right now, just take some steps. Take some steps back and think about the why. Think about why you don't trust your people. It can be more internal than you think. But if you need to surround yourself with new people, it is what it is. So, would you survive the Squid Games? That's a question up to you. I'm gonna be out. Stay positive. Stay blessed. Peace.